Yo guys, what's going on? This is Yorkerman here. Welcome back to another episode of this Football Manager 2021 save here with Manchester City. And today we're going to take on Chelsea in the first leg of this quarter-final in the Champions League here. Now, it's really interesting the way that this is balanced out, because if we do win this, we will end up taking on Arsenal or Tottenham. It seems like an absolute English domination, and I don't understand how there is 5 teams in the Champions League. I'm just assuming one won the Europa League, either Spurs or Arsenal last season. So yeah, I'm assuming that's how it's worked out this way, so that there is 5 English sides in there. So it's going to be an all-English affair for semi-finals as well. And I imagine Liverpool will make it through against Porto. Valencia play against Bayern Munich. So really, when it comes down to it, the big sides left, oh yeah, Bayern Munich, but they're really the English teams, which is really impressive, I suppose. It just shows how overpowered English football is a little bit on Football Manager. But there has been some games off camera, and there's been a quarter-final as well in the Cup. And what a quarter-final it was. One that had me pulling my hair out. Literally, this was an extremely intense game to play. They scored 2 goals early on with Luka Milivojevic in the 4th and the 43rd minute from a penalty. And at that point, I'm like, I have no idea what we're going to do. The 4-4-2 had just let me down. You see Kyle Walker there with a 6.3, Tonali with a 6.2, and Son with a 6.3. And I thought, we're going to have to turn this around. We're going to have to change how we're playing. We're going to have to change the formation. We did just that, and we managed to come back. We ended up winning in extra time, 3-2. I really didn't want penalties. I'm not a fan of playing penalties on anything, and we managed to do it. We managed to achieve it. I couldn't be happier. In fact, I'm really happy with this, and it showed a little bit of fight from us. 3 shots on target. The penalty, a bit frustrating, but I did think at 2-0 down, God, what have we done here? We've gone and absolutely blown this, and really, in reality, the Champions League is all we're in, so it'd be nice to pick up a double at least, maybe get an FA Cup win. We've ended up drawing Southampton in the semi-final, which is really interesting as well, because Southampton are in the Championship. They got relegated last season. Chelsea will play West Ham. Now, West Ham did beat Leeds, and I do imagine that Chelsea will beat West Ham, and Chelsea are top of the Premiership, and absolutely brilliant this year, and we have played them recently. We will be playing them again, so it could be our fight against Chelsea a lot this season. And as you can see, our most recent game was against Chelsea in the league, where we drew 2-2, a game where they went a goal up through Timo Werner, Sterling scored, then Kovacic scored and Son towards the end of the game. We were dominant, we were the far better side, but Chelsea is still very good going forward and high in spirit this season. Obviously, they're doing so well. Sergio Ramos did not have a good time against Chelsea. I can only assume it's because of Timo Werner, but my problem is we're a little bit short at centre-back, which kind of leads me into the fact that it looks like we might have ourselves a new centre-back next season. That is if we do it next season, but yeah, Ben Godfrey. The bid is in, the contract is in. I see no reason why he doesn't accept it all. And yeah, Ben Godfrey, I think he'll be brilliant for us. We keep with that English theme. We'll have Max Aarons and Ben Godfrey, which is, I don't know, I feel like that's really good. And he's just a good centre-back. He suits our team and he's a bit quicker. He'll be able to deal with those really difficult strikers a little bit better. And hopefully he gets up for the big games. He really enjoys them. But yeah, I thought Ben Godfrey made sense. But as well as the frustration of the Chelsea game, we also played against Arsenal and lost 4-2. The league has just been a little bit iffy for us this season, and what's really crazy about this is they went up really early, 3 minutes in, Milik got him behind. No idea how. Look at this though, 4 shots on target, 4 goals. Cheers FM. But anyway, we managed to get 2 goals back. Depay, De Bruyne from the penalty spot. At this stage, I think we're fairly comfortable. Theo Hernandez, not having a great game, 6.3. I think I'm going to bring on Jose Gaya. Jose Gaya scores an own goal. He also gives away one of the penalties, 2 penalties to Arsenal, both slotted home by Aubameyang. Gaya comes off with a 5.8 rating. Meslier with a 6.1. Theo didn't play well either. And I just kind of walked away and thought, how has this happened? We've got better XG, although they're very similar. You've got to remember is their XG is so high because of 2 penalties that they had. And I just, yeah, what happened? Just ultra unlucky. And Jose Gaya, he got fined. We made some money off of him. I mean, how much is he on a week, actually? That's a good... It's a good thing to check because I fined him 2 weeks' wages. So we made a pretty penny off him. Made a pretty penny. And to be fair, he's been relatively mistake-free. He's been very good for us, but just wasn't in this particular game against Arsenal. And that does see us sat 4th after 31 games played by ourselves. We do have a game in hand over Chelsea and Arsenal, so we could leapfrog Arsenal. But to be honest with you, I think 3rd is probably the best we can achieve this year. Now, 3rd wouldn't be bad if we won ourselves an FA Cup and a Champions League. 3rd place would be cool. Fine, not a problem. And the focus is those competitions, if we're being honest. But it's just a little bit frustrating at some of the results that we've had, and the manner that we've lost some of them has been frustrating. But all round, considering the start we had to the season, I can't complain too much. Right, so this is going to be the team and formation for this first leg. I think we've got more than enough to get a victory in this one. Hopefully. Oh, actually, no. Do I want Ward-Prowse to start? That's the big question, isn't it? Do I actually want Ward-Prowse to start? I probably don't. Where are you, Tonali? Tonali. Have I just gone completely blind? Why can't I find Tonali? We do want Ward-Prowse because Tonali is suspended. So I probably want to do this. It's probably how I want to do it, and we'll go with that. We'll actually end up fiddling around a little bit in this one because I want to bring both legs in this episode. So it won't just be the first one, it'll be the second one as well. I'm going to kick off with the away leg, but I think, by and large, we should be going for it completely the entire time. I'm going to go on key highlights, and if things start to go absolutely pear-shaped, probably go on extended, not going to lie, because this is a massive game in terms of this series. But we'll kick off with the key highlights. I think we've got enough to beat Chelsea over 2 legs, if we're being honest, but they do have a very good squad. And they've got a very good squad on the counter as well, which makes it ever more difficult. And I'm not sure that we could beat them, considering we've just hit topsy-turvy form towards the end of the season, which is exactly what you don't want, as they're going to have an opportunity really early on, aren't they? I can't get my words out. Yeah, we're just in a bit of tipsy-turvy form, and that is good for us, though. Ferran Torres now runs into Haaland, runs into him. That should have been a perfect counter, I think. In my brain, that was a perfect counter, but instead, they ran into each other. What are you doing, boys? And here he is. Timo Werner, 1-0 Chelsea. Yeah, Meslier dives for some strange... He's offside. He's offside. Get in. I don't know why Meslier dived there, though. That was... Why, mate? Why? Don't do that. Yet to see a shot on target this game. That's what kind of football match we're playing out. We're going to go unbalanced, actually. What we have to remember, though, in this one is we are the away side. So if we can nick a goal, great. If the game ends 0-0, not a problem. We get to then play them at home, where hopefully we'll batter them. I would like an away goal, though. That would be really nice. Let's have a word with the boys here at half-time, then. I'm actually going to tell them I'm not happy, because I'd like to see a little bit more from them in the second half. Right, so far, second half... still exactly the same. There's been absolutely nothing. They've had 9 on target and we've had 5 on target. That's just a bit worrying, isn't it? When just nobody has anything on target. Go on, Ward-Prowse. You can't lose it there. Teo. Ferran Torres, I thought that was going to be 1-0 to Man City. But still yet nothing on target from either side. And I'm starting to lose faith that we'll have a shot on target in this game. Especially for ourselves. But hopefully Chelsea don't either. That would be helpful. Tomori now. We do like to put them under some pressure. I do question whether we should be playing Haaland as a pressing forward, because we are counter-pressing to a degree. Well, as much as Man City probably would in real life. So maybe we should. We'll put them under some pressure there, but not won the ball back. They've toyed around with us, haven't they? They've toyed around with us as they're going to pile forward now. I feel like we've got enough bodies back, surely. We do, and De Bruyne will win it. Smart pass. Not smart. It's really scrappy at the moment from both sides. James Ward-Prowse now, charging forward. Haaland. De Bruyne. Just wide. Again, just wide again. 7 shots, none on target. Has there been a game of football where nobody has anything on target? Is that a thing that's happened in real life? Because I'd love to know why nobody's had a shot on target. We've had one on target, boys. We have technically won this one now then. If this game finishes like this, we've won the game because we had one on target. That's how that works, right? So Erling Haaland again... he's having a huge blip. I think he's probably thinking to himself, I don't know what's going on, but I can't score at the moment. And that's exactly how it feels. Ward-Prowse hasn't come in and exactly lit it on fire, but at the same time, neither has Foden, and Foden is knackered. So let's bring on Bernardo Silva now there in that advanced playmaker role, and just fingers crossed at this stage. Well, will there be a shot that is meaningful in the dying embers of this game? And no, there won't. We had a game where there was one on target. There was 19 shots, only one of them being on target. Ourselves being the culprits there with the shot on target. But what a stalemate. Meslier did fantastic though, but what a stalemate that is. Okay, on to leg number 2, and we do have the Leeds game in between though, so I will play that off camera. I want to keep everyone in good spirits. Raheem on a 6.2. Come on, Raheem. The dream. Yeah, we're going to go play the Leeds game. That'll be off camera. I'll see you after that for the second leg, where hopefully you guys will see a goal. Right, boys, here we go. Time for the big one. Chelsea take 2. 0-0 in the first leg, and it's time for the second leg. I'm a little bit nervous. We're going to rock with this again. I've been tweaking it because we played Leeds in between, didn't we? So I'll show you how we got on against Leeds. This is how we got on against Leeds. And although we absolutely dominated, I'm just going to show you Rodrigo's goal. Now, I will admit, on moments over on Twitch where I stream, I have complained a little bit about the long ball over the top, and I was feeling that with this goal. I really was feeling that with this goal. I felt hurt. Kenny just kicks it over the top. Rodrigo straight through, bang, goal. And that, it just happens so often. And when it's the first goal of the game, and okay, no worries. When it's the first goal of the game and that happens, it really is infuriating. But we came back. Our XG was 3.79. We should have absolutely battered them in the grand scheme of things. But in the end, we managed to get the win. They scored a ridiculous own goal, and Son got himself a goal as well. So that was it was good in the end. Buendia coming in this time and getting a 6.2. Hasn't really been his season, but I think the way we played in this game didn't really suit him, to be fair to him. He does do way better in that 4-4-2 that we play. But it's not the end of the world. We got another result in the league. So, I mean, it's still up for grabs in the league. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not completely done and dusted. But in my brain, the league is done and dusted. Chelsea ain't going to drop that many points. Let's be realistic. So, let's stick it to them now. Get through in Champions League. I just hope that the boys are well up for this one. I really do, because we could do this. I believe in lads. I believe in lads we can do this. This team's good enough. It's going to be even better next year. Will there be a next year? I don't know. The reaction to the series has actually been really good. I didn't know how good of a reaction we'd get with Football Manager with the PES and FIFA stuff doing really well. But you guys have smashed it. I'm still getting decent views per video. You're still liking the video. So makes me think maybe we should do a third season. So I think if the tail end of the season, obviously if we don't achieve what we want to achieve, then we will be doing another one. But if the tail end of the season, the views are still good, I think we might do another season. It might be a little bit more of a stripped down season where I don't really show too many league games. Because that's not really the plan with this. But I think we might... Oh, I thought we conceded then. I think we might do another one. I think it makes sense. And I'm really enjoying the series. I'm enjoying the squad we've built. It's great, isn't it, when you've got a load of money? Because this isn't usually an experience I have on Footy Manager, to be honest with you. I'm not used to having cash. Can we get an early goal here? My big issue... Oh, Sterling. My big issue is it doesn't matter if we score, because it still only takes them one. So the ball, to a degree, is in their court. It only takes one from them to score. I just have to hope today we can keep Timo Werner quiet, because he was really bad last time we played against him. Bernardo! Oh, Mendy saves it. I also need to bear in mind that we swapped a cam against Leeds, and it worked really well. We might need to do that again. I've struggled with DMs this year, which is really weird, because DM is usually... This formation is usually what I would do. It's usually the formation I'd probably kind of go for if I was building a squad. This year, we've not had so much success with it in saves. I haven't tried it with too many sides, don't get me wrong. I tried it with Brighton, and Brighton went badly. We got sacked, so... I haven't tried it with too many teams, but I would have thought this would be key. And ever since we haven't had Fernandinho, this just doesn't work. I haven't been able to get this formation to work. I'm already thinking now that we're probably going to go to a cam. I think we need to go at Chelsea in this, personally. I don't think we want to be sitting back like this. I think we need to be playing more aggressively. We'll wait for this highlight to finish, and hopefully it's not a goal, as Chilwell's got a lot of space there, and he's going to whip the ball in here, and that's beautiful. That is beautiful for Dejan there. I mean, we just didn't track him, did we? We're going to have to go for it now. We're just going to have to go all hands on deck and just give it a good go. I knew this could be a scenario that we found ourselves in against Chelsea, just because of how good they've been this season. I would have taken any other English side, if I'm being honest. I mean, come on. Come on, Teo Hernandez, man. I would have taken any other side this season in the English Prem to have played above Chelsea, just because they're having such a good year. But we've had 3 on target. We've got to do better. I can't really go for it too much more than this. We might still tweak, don't get me wrong, but I think we've played fairly well. But we need 2 goals now, and for Chelsea not to score. So we need a rinse and repeat of what happened in the Leeds United game now. And Leeds United were a little bit easier to take on. That hurts because I'm a Leeds fan. But Leeds United were a bit easier to take on. I made a mistake there, though. Sterling, Haaland, that's a tap-in. That's one back, boys. That's one. This is nice. Instantly, we go to... This might have to be our formation now. I know SI had said that they fixed cams this year, so this formation is probably the most, I don't know, relatively successful base formation. We'll see how we get on, though. I mean, we get a bit lucky. It kind of slides under Mendy for Haaland to tap it in. I'm usually bang against the first half sub, but this time I'm not. I'm bringing Foden off. I'm bringing Son on, and we're going for it. We're absolutely going for this one because we need to. Why not? This is the Champions League. This is the most important competition to us. Why not go for it? And we'll see what we could do here. Although it's going to be Chelsea's highlight by the looks of it. We are pressing quite intensely, so they will be able to pass through. Look at this. Look at that. What are you doing? What are you doing, boys? Well held by Meslier, but we just stood off him. We're supposed to be pressing him. Not just stand off him. Oh, it's going to be a free kick here to Chelsea. And, I thought we were destined for a mistake there. I'm going to actually go attacking. I know that seems really brave of me, but at this stage, this is kind of the series and well, not the series, but this is the season. And done and dusted here. We're in this to win the Bernardo. We're in this to win the Champions League. We're not in this, are we? It's called Champions of Europe. It's not called win the league season 1, win the FA Cup season 2, which we haven't done yet, might I add. And we might even face Chelsea in that. So we need to get a winner here. And we've been the better side. By the looks of it, we've been much the better side. 1-1 at half-time I'll take because we've got all of the second half to get another goal. It's disappointing is Laporte's performance. He's come back from injury, and honestly, I was gagging to have him back. He's not been that good. We've got to actually given him some stick there at half-time, just because I think we need to be doing better. I don't really want to bring Laporte off, but I'm feeling like I'm going to have to. I wanted this to be comfortable. Look at Barcelona now. Look how long ago that feels now. We need to be a bit more comfortable than this. We're committing bodies forward, don't get me wrong, because we don't have a choice here. That is nice from Cancelo. Varane, Haaland! Haaland scores, and I don't know what to do now. Do you come off attacking? Do you stay attacking? Do you? I don't know. What do you do? Top quality stuff from Manchester City, exactly. And I'm in 19 minds now of what we should be doing. This is a great goal, though. Cancelo, unselfish from Varane. Boom, goal. Haaland, 27th goal of the season. Now, I did look at re-signing Sergio. I did. We're going to push for a third here because there's no point risking them scoring one right at the end and me crying live on camera to the viewers. Oh, go on, Cancelo. Oh, he's at the post. He's at the post. Well, we look back on that one. I did look at re-signing Sergio for another year because he's been a great servant to the club. Great again this year. But he wanted 2 years. I don't want to give him 2 years. I feel like 2's too many for him. He's 33 now, and we only gave him 1 last season. So I don't know why we'd give him 2 now, especially with Haaland and Badgie coming through. I think that's our strike force for the future. And we don't look like we're going to be playing Sterling. Haaland, game over. Game over, boys. We've completed it. Oh. It's only the quarters. We have to remember that as well. I'm getting way carried. It's like it's the final to me. Getting way too carried away. But yeah, in my brain, that's where I'm at now. I think, look at Haaland this season. Look at Badgie as well, right behind him, doing well. Good performer. I don't see any reason why we changed that. Now, what changes we made here, I will show you in a second, seem to have just... I'm smelling of roses right now, aren't I, with the changes I've made, because the boys are just performing all of a sudden. Are we going to get a pen out here? Looks like we're going to get a pen, and this could be Chilwell being sent off here for Chelsea, maybe. It's got to be a card, hasn't it? This could be Chilwell being sent off, penalty, and us through to the next round. Us through to the next round, boys. I'm excited. I am enjoying this journey. We've got the pen out. Fortunately, I imagine it's De Bruyne. He's missed a couple. It's not. It's Ireland for his hat-trick. Go on, son. Get your hat-trick. Oh, imagine not registering Haaland for the group stages. Imagine just that. Well, yeah. It's come good though, hasn't he, in the knockout stages. We're going to make some subs now, but I'll show you what we changed to. This is just literally what we changed to. I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to go for it. We're going to have it. I'm going to save this as well. I'm going to save it as like the Man City just go for it kind of tactic. I'm going to bring on Depay. I'm also going to bring on Jose. Although it slapped me in the face last time, big time, I'm going to bring him on. Chance for Chelsea now. And in hindsight, they only need 3, don't they? They only need 3. And I really don't want that to happen. Oh, I thought he was scoring again. Is it Kulskolovsky? Answers. He's come out of the woodworks, hasn't he, as a Juve player. I don't know who they got him from. He might be an academy guy, but he's come out of the woodworks. Hearing a lot about him this year, and he's been a good player. I tell you what, he's been a good player for Chelsea. They value him on Football Manager. I'll tell you that one for free. Memphis now on the ball. One of the substitutes. We basically made double subs down the wing. Nothing against Sterling. He's had a Haaland. Oh, he smashes it. Sterling's had a great game. Just no point. No point knackering him out. This is really aggressively pressing, so the wingers do tend to get pretty knackered when you play like this, which is a good thing this year in FM, because if you play in an aggressive pressing style, you shouldn't be able to play that week in, week out without knackering the players. Erling should have 5 in this one. Chelsea have crumbled. They've absolutely crumbled. They've apple crumbled. Because what other kind of crumble would you even want? Rhubarb, maybe, I suppose. Anyway, Haaland scores again. Completely went on a tangent there, didn't we, about crumble? 30th goal of the season. 4th here against Chelsea. And he's probably one of the key reasons why we're making it to the semi-finals. But fully deserved. And we'll be playing either Tottenham or Arsenal, who I fancy us against a lot more than I fancied us against Chelsea. And, yeah, you know, you all thought when that first goal went in for Chelsea, look what's going to happen. Look at the XG. Wow, we've not played this well all season. We've turned it on in this Champions League game. I don't know if maybe I've stumbled upon some here with a tactic. Haaland got a 10. I think that's first time a player's got a 10 this season for me. Wow. Yeah, we're through. Let's see who we got. Tottenham or Arsenal. Actually, what else can you say there? I'm just a little bit flabbergasted. You could say flabbergasted. It's a good word, that. Because I didn't think we were going to get here. I thought it was going to be way tougher than it was. And in the end, it was comfortable to the point where I'm talking about apple crumble by the end of the match. You know you're having a good time when you're chatting to the viewers about apple crumble. It will be Arsenal that we take on. Now, Arsenal are having a good year. Don't get me wrong. Mikel Arteta is doing far better there than in real life. And if you saw most recently, we did lose to them 4-2. Milik scoring as well, which is frustrating, in a double penalty situation. But let's be honest, that were a one-off. I think over two games we beat Arsenal. And, you know, the league may be gone, but this is it. We just want to win the Champions League this year. It's the be-all and end-all to me in my brain. We just want to win that, and we're going to take on Arsenal next time out. We are going to praise Haaland, because how do you not praise him after that performance? So we don't have that long before we actually play them. I'm going to play the semi-final off-camera, but obviously we'll put suit jacket on, and we'll play it final. This is me saying that we're already in finally, but we'll play it final, obviously, if we make it. And then we got 3 away games back to back. That's what you don't like to see. We take on Man United, which is going to be pivotal in where we finish in the Premiership. Basically need to win all the Prem games now until the end of the season. West Ham as well. And then we will bring you Arsenal. I'll do both legs again. I enjoy these. They're going to be a bit longer, but it'll be both legs. Anyway, boys, I appreciate you. I don't know when this is going out. It might actually be Christmas already. It might not have been Christmas already, but I loves you all. I'll see you at next one.